Welcome back. The Supreme Court said today it will take up whether President Trump can partially enforce his ban, or his plan, rather, to end birthright citizenship. The justices are, for the moment, keeping a nationwide pause on that policy in place. It will hear oral arguments May 15th. The president's executive order would end birthright citizenship for children of undocumented immigrants and foreign residents. Jake Rosen joins me now here at the desk. Jake, we'll get to that in a second. There are updates today from the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals on Kilmar Abrego Garcia. What do we know?
Right. So last night, the Department of Justice appealed the Maryland judge's order, who said that she wanted daily updates on where Mr. Kilmar Abrego Garcia is and what steps it has done in the past and is doing every day by 5 p.m. every day to get him back. Lately, as we have reported at CBS, those updates are no further updates or just pointing to the conversation Monday in the Oval Office.
And we have nothing for you on that as the Justice Department court response.
And the judge said that that's okay. She just wanted to make sure that they're complying, which they have. But they said that that was unconstitutional and that they should get a stay and a reprieve from these daily updates, given where we're at. A Ronald Reagan appointee on the Supreme Court, or on this federal district panel, said that Mr. Abrego Garcia, regardless of the allegations made by the Trump administration of him being an MS-13 member, regardless, he's still entitled to due process, and that what they're doing right now in, quote, stashing him away in the CCOT El Salvador prison should be shocking not only to judges, but to the intuitive sense of liberty that Americans far removed from courthouses should still hold dear. Basically, it was a really shocking 3 or 4 days.
And saying that there is a collision course coming, and that collision course will harm the judiciary and the executive branch. And it basically begs the Trump administration to veer off its current course.
Yeah, and it says this is a losing proposition all around. It was a large chunk of the back half of this order ordered to directly those Department of Justice attorneys actively in this case. Maybe not necessarily to Pam Bondi, right, to those day-to-day attorneys who are doing the job of the Justice Department, saying over the long run, you lose by not telling your bosses they need to be doing this, and we lose as a country because this erosion that is happening is just unsustainable.
Also, there have been assessments made by the administration about Kilmar Abrego Garcia and a dispute with his wife, who's still in America, in Maryland, who's been advocating for his release, and domestic violence allegations. What do we know?
Yeah.
And anything about gang activity or association.
So there was nothing new in terms of their allegations that he is an MS-13 gang member. What they posted yesterday online, and Pam Bondi said she would do as a result of a question at a press conference, was nothing new. We've heard those allegations before. What is new is they cherry-picked some documents out of a restraining order application that I have right here. I went to a courthouse down the road from here today and got it. It lays out that in 2021, he had at least one physical altercation with his wife in which he grabbed her by the arm, left bruises. The night before that, he had punched her and scratched her eye. In a physical dispute, it seemed to be that she says that they still love each other and that they are obviously still married, and she's fighting for him. His attorneys and the family's attorneys say that any criminal allegations, again, to counter these Department of Homeland Security and Department of Justice allegations, should still be held in the United States when they bring him back, and that to simply make these allegations on social media is just stirring the pot here and trying to change, I think, the public relations perception of this man as they continue to say that he is an alleged gang member.
And very quickly, on the birthright citizenship, will the arguments the High Court hears May 15th go to the merits of the case?
No, not at all. This is simply about these 3 nationwide injunctions. We've seen this push from conservatives across the government to say these nationwide injunctions are legal. These states, 23 states, I believe, brought lawsuits against the Trump administration over this in 2 different pockets. This is simply on whether these nationwide blocks are unconstitutional. They want to only apply in these specific states and to specific people who have brought these states, not whether it's legal for President Trump to revoke birthright citizenship.
Right, and district court injunctions have bedeviled this administration, the Biden administration, and some before that. That's what the court will mostly focus on. Maybe 2. Jake Rosen, always a pleasure. Thanks so much.